we are starting a new 24-hour reading vlog. Guys, I have 1 week until I start working full-time again, so I figured let's do a 24-hour challenge. They're my favorite. I just did a video with swapping my screen time for reading time, and it really seems to help motivate me because I'm like, oh, I still have this much left on my timer, and I feel like it got me out of my reading slump. So I want to continue on the same track. So I figured to do a 24-hour reading challenge, and I'm going to do the timer method. Hopefully get it done within 2, maybe 3 days. I want to do it like fast and get it done. So that's my plan. So I'm going to read as much as possible for as long as like possible and stuff, and obviously sleep in between because I need my sleep. But I started a few in my last reading vlog that I want to continue, and so this will be perfect because the first one I want to continue is Betrayal. This is the R.L. Stine prequel novels about the fears and the why did I forget the names? And the goods, the fears and the goods, and why they hate each other, and why Fear Street came to be what Fear Street is. And I ate this up last night. I got like 170 pages, and I think, of course, there's no numbers, 180 pages in, so almost 200 pages into this book. So I want to start off with this, start out strong, because I know I can finish this, the rest of this in a day, because I started this at like 9 last night. So yeah, that's going to be our first book. And another one that I'm reading is Necrology by Meg Riley. This is like a witchy tales of like what happened after like the Salem witch trials. Basically, women gave up their magic to the Freemans that are basically like men. Like they made a pact, like the Freemans couldn't hurt the women, and then the women couldn't use their magic on like the men. But this is like some 200 years in the future, or some 200 years later, yeah, in the future. And it's about this lady who's a caretaker for these orphans, and she starts to grow horns and like a pregnant belly, and basically they call the witches dirt. And so basically she has been doing like witchcraft and stuff, and some crazy stuff happens. I guess it says in here on the back, so it's not a spoiler, but basically the person who gave them the land to run her orphanage off of, he gets killed while he's there, and she's put on trial. So I'm so into this. I love witchy novels, and I want to see the women get their powers back and get their revenge. So I'm hoping this will give me that. So that's my plan. I'm going to do this, get my timer ready and start the first book and kind of give you guys updates from then. But so far, these are the two that I plan on reading, and then we'll kind of go from there. If I'm not feeling either, or as I drop it, if I'm not feeling any of them or whatever, I'll pick up another one, but let you guys know. But yeah, I'm excited to do this, get back into my reading, because being in a book stuff the past couple months has been torture. So I'm going to get started with this, and I'll give you guys updates later. I totally forgot I got this today. Calabasas by R.F. Kuang. And I saw a video that she did where she's like, I've heard it said catabasis, catabasis, like all of that. And she's like, none of it is wrong. Like, do it how you feel. And she was talking about how like English wasn't her first language. So like her saying stuff, she mainly learned it by herself. So she doesn't always pronounce things right. And so she's like, whatever it's best for you to like do it is like the way you should do it. And I love that, because I always say like catabasis because it's easier for me to say it that way, but it's gorgeous. Look at these edges. Are you kidding? I love her Poppy War trilogy. I still haven't finished the last one. I don't want to talk about it, but yeah, I still haven't finished that. But the Under the Hard Dust, like dust jacket, and then the end pages. Are you kidding? I'm so excited for this book. And 2 people are going into hell to try and save the professor. Are you kidding? That's so up my alley. Like Dark Academia vibes and R.F. Kuang. Yes. So I might pick this up in this video, because I don't know if I can wait. I've had the art forever, but I wanted the physical copy because I wanted to annotate it. So I've been waiting to read it because I can't annotate the arc. So now it's my chance to finally read this because I've been so looking forward to it. And I think now that I'm out of my reading stuff, I could actually read this and process the information in it. And maybe it'll help me get back on my like high fantasy-ish vibe, because I've been in a mood for like a real high fantasy. I just haven't found the motivation to pick one up yet. So maybe I can start with this. But yeah, I'm so excited about it. It's so beautiful. And there's so many other editions out there, like from different like subscription services and stuff, that I'm kind of keeping my eye out for, which I know is crazy because I know they're going to be ridiculous expensive. But yes, I'm so excited to finally have this book in my hand. It feels like I've been waiting forever for this. Okay, I am getting a little bit of a later start today than I wanted to, but I did decide that I'm going to start with Catabasis instead of my R.L. Stine book, because I really want to get this one started. I'm so excited for it. Like, I love her writing and her books. So I'm going to start with this one and then switch over to my other one later on. I just want to at least get this one started in this video. But like, I'm so excited. I didn't even realize on like the pages it says hell is other people, and I freaking agree. So I'm going to start out with this book in this vlog. And we'll see how far I can get tonight before I decide I want to get some sleep. But we're going to start off with this for our 24-hour reading vlog, and I'm so excited. Like, and look at this hardcover like art. Like, are you kidding? It's gorgeous. Even though it doesn't want to focus because it's like all shiny. Stop focusing on me. But yeah, it's so pretty. I'm excited. I've never read Dante's Inferno either, so maybe I should put that on my list, because they're talking about like that and all the people that have like gone to hell and like stuff like that, and it's just like a magical world. Cambridge is like a magical school. Like, I'm so living for this. I've wanted something like with this vibe ever since I read Ninth House, because I loved that book. So I'm hoping these give me those same vibes and like feelings. Not necessarily the same book. I just want the atmosphere and just the magic and all of that. So yeah, I'll give you guys an update once I've read a little bit, and we'll kind of see how it's going. But I've read like almost the first chapter and I'm already loving it. Like, I'm just excited. I can't even express how excited I am. So I'm gonna get back to reading. Side note for my reading, I'm watching 2018's Halloween. I will never be over how they did us dirty with Halloween Ends. That movie, I still haven't, nope, I swear, every time I watch this movie I think of this. I hate it. Halloween Ends was not the way it should have ended. Just saying. They give us a shit movie, and they could have made it so amazing. The first two movies, great. Last movie, shit. I just had to say that because I need to vent every time I watch this movie. I am 50 pages in, and I'm loving this book so far. It's so good. Just her writing is like, it sucks you in, and you just like want to know what's like happening. Like, I thought there was gonna be parts where it would be like slower and stuff, but like she keeps it going enough to where you want to know what's happening, and you don't get to a point where you're just like, oh, I'm bored, like a lot of other like high fantasy are. So that's a plus, and I'm really intrigued by these characters right now, and just like they're giving some backstory too as they go along. So It's so good. I did finish watching Halloween 2018. I put on Halloween Kills, which is a terrible idea because it's one of my favorite movies of all time. It's perfect. So, hopefully I can still focus on reading. If I can't, I'll put something else on. So, yeah. I was like, in between the movies, I'll give you guys like an update and stuff too. So, let's see how much I can get done in like the next 2.5 hours. I think that's how long this movie is. I don't remember. But kind of perfect for like giving like updates and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna get back to reading. Last night I did end up getting through a decent portion of this book, like pretty decent. I was surprised. I'm really loving this, and like I don't want to put it down, like I just want to keep reading. I have 18 hours and 36 minutes. Let's see if I can get it to 18 hours and 36 minutes left. Today, it's also almost 4 o'clock. You know, I'm dying. So I'm thinking about staying up as late as possible to get as much reading done. So it doesn't go into like as much into like 3 days. Maybe you get it done in like 2. Let's hope. But I'm loving her writing and her character development and all of that stuff. And I am invested in like what's going on. There's not like a lull in like the story or the plot or anything like that. Like sometimes there are with other fantasies. So yes, I'm definitely loving this. If I get tired of reading this, I might pick up my Betrayed by R.L. Stine just to like kind of give myself like my mind a break and then go back to this, because those ones I can read. I think I finished the first book in that like bind up in like 2 hours maybe. So I think I can finish just as much. Maybe finish a whole other book in that one and then only have one more left in that and then go back to this. But I'm definitely going to continue with this first because I'm loving it. And I'm annotating quite a bit in this as well. So yeah, I'm so happy it's finally in my hands. Like, and to do a 24-hour reading vlog with this is just perfect. Because then I can give it all my attention, and I want to get it done before I start working again so that it's not on my mind while I'm at work, because I get frustrated when I can't finish things. So I'm going to go continue reading. I'll give you guys updates later, and we'll see how the rest of my day goes. Okay, I did spend a little bit of time on Libby because I have a plan. I was thinking for later when I get tired, I downloaded a couple audiobooks that I think I want to listen to that'll help me get it in like the fall mood. So the first one that I got is The Secret Circle by L.J. Smith. I love this series. It's one of like my OG favorites from like high school and stuff, and it always puts me in like the fall mood. This is basically about a girl who goes back to her mom's like hometown to live with like her grandma, like they help take care of her. And she finds a circle of friends that are like witches, and crazy stuff is like happening and stuff. It's so good. Like, it's just one of those that brings so much like nostalgia. So I got that one as an audiobook. And then I also got Leech. Hopefully you can see it. Stop it. I got Leech. This one has been like, I've been eyeing it for a while. I just never picked up a physical copy. So I'm thinking that one would also be good because it's a horror. So my plan is like once I start getting like tired, I'm going to play my Switch and listen to an audiobook. Because then I know I can definitely get like all my reading time done and I can finish more than one book in this video. So that is my plan for right now. I'm going to continue reading at Catabasis, give you updates, and of course I'll let you know which audiobook I decide to pick up. But that's probably not going to be for a while. But I figured playing my Switch and listening to the audio will help me like stay awake, because I'm more likely to fall asleep if I'm just like physically reading a book than if I'm listening to something and like focusing on something else. So that is my plan for the rest of the night. I am halfway through Calabasas, and I have 12 hours and 30 minutes left on my timer. I think that's a win because I'm taking my time with it. There's a lot to like digest and like process and stuff in this book, so that's not bad. I'm actually kind of proud of myself how fast I'm reading it, with like all of like the descriptions and like the back stories and like just the school talk and all of that kind of stuff. Like the academic part is crazy in this. So I think I'm still doing pretty well being halfway through the book. But I'm hoping I can finish the other half in a decent time. So maybe I could read a little bit more, maybe another short book. But I guess we'll find out. It's also like 3 a.m. So I'm thinking about sleeping for a couple hours and waking up and starting my reading again, because I'm kind of falling asleep while reading, and that's not good for me, because I want to like know and remember all that I'm reading in this book because it's so good and I'm enjoying it. So I think that's my plan for now. Get a couple hours of sleep and then pick up reading again tomorrow. It is 3 o'clock already. We were supposed to go down to the river, but we have to change this thermostat on the car. So yeah, we ended up having to like have this whole fiasco. I was listening to one of my audiobooks in the car for a little bit, and then we went to like our storage unit. We were looking for some stuff, and then the car overheated. So that's fun. So I haven't gotten any reading done today. I have 12 hours still because I listened to half an hour of the audiobook, which is a plus. I have 12 hours and it's already 3. So I'm going to be up till like 3 a.m. again. But I need to start reading like now because I want to finish this today so it doesn't drag out like too many days. But yeah, last night I'm pretty sure I told you I got halfway through this and I'm still loving it. Like there was some drama and stuff happening in here. There was like a task that went awry and all this crazy stuff is happening. So I'm loving it. I love like the lore and like what you learn about like magicians and stuff and like the magic. And I love that they use like pentagrams and stuff for their magic, because I think that's like a really cool, unique magic that I haven't seen a whole lot. And I mean, it makes sense because they're going to hell, but they use like pentagrams in all of like their daily magic and stuff. So I think that's really cool. And I think that's one of my favorite aspects of this book so far. But yeah, we're halfway through and I'm excited to see what else is going to happen. And one other thing that I was going to look for is this just like a standalone, or is there going to be multiple books in the series? Because I'm not going to complain if there's multiple books in the series, but also then that means I'm going to have to wait. I don't even have it on my currently reading. Who am I? Who am I right now? Because I have my Goodreads one up right now, but I normally use my Fable. But Goodreads updates more and has like most of the books. Like the search engine, the only thing I don't like for Fable, their search engine is frustrating. And I like how Goodreads, you can like scan the picture of the book and it'll bring it up. But like with Fable, you have to be like specific, and like especially with like manga and donme and stuff like that, like you have to like spell out exactly how they do like capitals and periods and so, and it frustrates me and I hate it. So yeah, Goodreads is easier to use when I'm trying to find a book. I think it might just be a standalone. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about it being a part of a series or anything. It doesn't say book 1 or anything like that, so I'm guessing it's a standalone, which is cool. But also, I want more of this world. I have a feeling I'm gonna love it. So I'm gonna want more books in like this universe with this magic and stuff. So even if it's...
And that's where my mic battery died. Love that for me. But I was basically saying that I want more books in this universe, this world, because it's so fascinating. and so unique. So even if it's not a series, I'd still like more in this like universe, which I think she could totally do. Like, I love her vibe and her style, so hopefully we get something else kind of like that, but who knows. But I'm definitely going to be on the lookout for more books like this, so if anyone has suggestions with like cool magic and stuff like that, let me know. But I want to make this clip short because my audio on my camera's not the best, but I'm going to get back to reading. I want to get this done today, hopefully. So I'm going to go finish that. And it feels like it's been taking longer to read this than it would normally would, but I'm like taking my time, like really focusing on it and annotating and stuff like that. So I feel like half the book in 12 hours isn't too bad for the amount of like time and like energy I'm putting into like annotating all that kind of stuff. So I'm kind of happy with that. And even if it is the only book that I finish in this vlog, I'll still be happy because I got to read one of my most anticipated books in this vlog. So I'm gonna get to reading, let my mics charge, and I will get back to you guys in a little bit with some updates.
Yesterday, I ended up getting like super sick. I was not feeling good. I was dizzy. I felt like I had like double vision for a while. So I didn't end up reading a whole lot yesterday. I did end up picking up Pokemon Adventures manga because I've had this and I've been wanting to read it. So I did read for like an hour or so, and I ended up finishing this. I really enjoyed this. It's just fun being in like the Pokemon world and just like going on the journeys and seeing some of my favorite Pokemon and stuff. So yeah, I figured it was about time to pick this up, but I really enjoyed it. Definitely, I think it's it wasn't my favorite thing in the world, but I think it's like a 4-star because like the nostalgia feeling and just being in the Pokemon universe and stuff, because I love playing Pokemon. I've seen the show so many times, so yeah, it was nice. I definitely think I want to continue. I think there's only 4 volumes of Pokemon Adventures, like the big bind-up collector's editions, so I will have to pick up the rest eventually. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. And Bulbasaur has a big part, and I love him. Bulbasaur is my favorite OG starter, so to have him be one of Red's like main Pokemon was great because I love Bulbasaur. So yeah, this was like a 4-star. It was super cute and definitely just like fun to like break up the pace in between like Catabasis and when I wasn't feeling great, because like the amount of words on this page and my vision like swimming, it was not good. So I was like, I'll pick up a manga, read for a little bit, and then I just like fell asleep. So I want to get back to this today. I don't even have my phone on me. I believe I have like 11 and a half hours now. So I'm just going to get busy on reading this because I don't feel like leaving my bed today because I still don't feel that great. So maybe we can finish this vlog today. So I'm going to get started on this, give you guys a little update. If I decide to pick up anything else, I'll let you know as well. But I want to get as much of this read because I'm still just loving this. So yeah, I'm going to just lay in bed and relax the entire day. So we should be able to get the last 11 and a half hours done. I finished Catabasis with 5 hours to spare. Just want to throw that out there. But I absolutely adored this book. It was perfect. It's everything I wanted. Like the perfect mix of like dark academia and fantasy vibes. The magic system was amazing. I loved like the character development and getting to like know these characters and like the journey going through hell and like seeing like the different levels of hell. Is that what you call it? But I love R.F. Kuang's writing style. And like I feel like I was always like engaged and I wanted to like continue reading because I needed to know what was going to happen. Like I flew through the last half of this book because I needed to know how this was going to end. And I'm happy to say I love the way it ended. It was perfect. It's definitely a standalone now that I finished it. But I could totally read more in this like world and universe. Like, doesn't have to do anything with the characters, whatever, but like the magic system, I need more of it because I love the way that they use like the pentagrams and like the chalk and all of that stuff. It was so interesting and like fun and unique. So loved that. So I gave this a 5-star. It's all the stars because I loved it so much. I just love her writing and I always am engaged with like her stories. Like so far out of like the 3 books I've read, I've only given them 5 stars. So I can't wait to pick up Babel, and I still need to pick up the last book in the Poppy War trilogy, but I'm terrified of the ending of that series. Like I know it's gonna rip my heart out and I'm not ready for it. But I need to pick it up here soon. But please, if you love Dark Academia fantasy, a journey to hell, cool magic, and like good characters, pick this up because 100% worth it. So I do have 5 hours left. I'm gonna start a book, but I know I'm not gonna finish it in this vlog. So I will just continue it into like my next vlog. I think I'm gonna be doing like just like a regular like weekly vlog or something like that. But I got Dire Bound, and I'm excited to read this. Basically, all I know is she's like a warrior, and like in this world, they are bound to dire wolves, and she doesn't want to be, but then she gets with I can't even talk. Bear with me. But basically, she just thinks anyone that's like bound to them is just like a brute and all that kind of stuff. But she ends up getting bound to one, and basically this dire wolf wants nothing to do with her. Won't talk to her and nothing like that. So I'm excited about it. I've seen like a few people talk about this and they seem to like it. So I figured this would be like a perfect one to like end this vlog with. And it's a fantasy romance, I think. But yeah, it looks good. Another seriously like over 500-page book, but that's okay because I think that's what I'm in the mood for. All I needed to know is they bind themselves to like dire wolves. That's all I needed to know. So once I start, I'll probably give you a little bit more info, but for now, I'm going to start this and I'll get back with you. I finished my last 5 hours. Finally. I felt like it took forever, even though it's my normal MO when it comes to 24-hour reading vlogs. So last night I got to 1:30 in Dire Bound, and I'm really enjoying this. I was actually like pleasantly surprised that I just wanted to keep reading this. Like I didn't want to go to sleep. I just wanted to read and find out what happens. But basically her sister gets kidnapped, and so she enlists in the army because they go to like the front lines, and everyone thinks that like the enemy is kidnapping kids out of like the city, and like the crown isn't doing anything about it. So she wants to go to the front lines to hopefully get her sister back. There's this war that's been going on for like thousands of years against like normal people and their dire wolves against vampires. So love that. So basically she enlists, and she doesn't realize that the trials to be a bound, which is basically you get bound to like a dire wolf, has started. And so she has to basically go up the mountain. There's like the bonding ceremony and stuff. And she doesn't want it because she wants to go to the front. And if you get bound to a dire wolf, you have to stay in the city and basically train or whatever. And she gets her own dire wolf that hates her. So yeah, that's the basic plot of this. And so this is her journey with that. And then her instructor, I'm guessing, is going to be a love interest at some point. One of the characters in here, I can't really say who, because there's no really mention of them on the back, so I'm just like, I won't say anything too bad, but he's a good character. Like, he seems like a good guy, a good character, all this stuff, but like, what is he gonna do wrong to make me hate him? because that seems to be the running theme in all the fantasy romance books. Like, what is this dude gonna do to make me hate him? Because obviously there's they say there's like two people on here. So like her instructor and then the dangerously handsome crown prince. Like, you can't tell me there's two love interests on the back and then there's like another person and he's endgame. You can't tell me that. So I don't know what to make of that. But it's a common theme in fantasy romance. So I have a feeling she's going to end up with like the prince or her broody instructor. I don't know. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this. I am going to start up a new reading vlog and continue reading this and hopefully get to some of the books on my TBR. But that's going to be all for my 24-hour reading vlog. I ended up getting one novel, one manga, and then like 100 or something pages into like a new book. I think that's winning, especially because Catabasis was like 500 pages. So for 24 hours, I think I did really well. But that's going to be everything for this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe down below. It really helps out the channel, gets this to more people. We can have friendships and talk about books. But yeah, comment down below what, if you've read Catabasis, or if you're going to, if you plan on it, definitely do it soon because it's so good. But I will see you guys in my next video. Happy reading.